Nothing but hopium tonight, right? How's it going, guys? I'm the Crypto Otaku here, bringing you the crypto news and the chaos in our space. And a great day. Another all-time high for Bitcoin, and a lot of other crypto assets are fuming to get started. Let's get into it today, guys. Let's go. Oh, man. Bear with me. Thanks again, guys, for holding on with me throughout the week, in the last few weeks, actually. This year's been terrible year for me personally, but great year, of course, for us in our space. Let's look at Bitcoin. Oh, man, I'm still sick. It's like in 3 weeks, I'm still sick. But yeah, last time we were on here last week, we did, of course, follow this parallel channel, and we kept going and going and going, and we have not stopped. We deviated a little bit over the weekend, which was actually a little bit surprising. And yeah, we basically get to start the entire week off again in the green. Look at this. This is crazy, man. Like, we're just never going to stop. It seems like it's going to go on for days. It will stop. At one point, it will stop. Will Bitcoin stop, though? I don't know. But the entire cycle will come to a screeching halt. And you guys better get your exit strategy squared away, as we talk about a lot here on the channel. After tomorrow, I'm going to be finalizing that big deal I've been talking about with my personal video game collection. And I'm going to be looking at what is left to sink your teeth into. The last 10 X's in our space to get ready to go. As there's aren't that many left, guys. And we're losing opportunities each day. I may do a quick recap to where my findings led me at the end of the stream if we have some time. But we're going to make this one a quick one, as I've got nothing but hopium tonight. Let's get going. Bitcoin heat map brought to you by Kimba the White Snow Lion. Don't pay for something you get for free, right? Brought to you by Kimba. Anime reference for those who know. That's my spiel, of course, on the channel. Guys, I also do want to take a quick second to thank everyone. My love and support. My guys, it's freaking amazing. I'm a very humble guy, okay? 163 subs. I'm super stoked. 164 now, actually. That's more than our live streams, right? Not quite as much as the top videos I've made, but still, like, that's incredible. I'm going from zero to hero, and next year is going to be even crazier, as I am hopefully gonna get shit canned at work, and we'll be doing this a lot more. We'll see. Focus in the house. How's it going? Corey and Focus. How's it going tonight, guys? As we look into Bitcoin tonight, looking out pretty damn good right in the beginning of the night. Holy crap! The Bulls are beating the Bears down right off the gate. Looks like we're about ready to break through a sell wall at 106, as we've been sitting at 106 now for the last few hours after the market closed. Man, it's crazy. It's getting heated. So yeah, if we could push back through there, there's nothing really stopping us above that until we hit, of course, the next psychological level, 107. All right, moving on. U.S. debt. Oh, look at that. We're already a quarter of a trillion. It only took like what, a couple months? Not even. We pushed through the 36 trillion right before Thanksgiving, and here we go. More and more money printing, and this is why we're in Bitcoin and crypto, guys. We are sick of being debased every single day, putting our hard work and time into nothing. We're losing like 10 to 15% a year. It's a melting ice cube, as Michael Saylor has said. It's one of my favorite quotes of his. Don't be fading, of course, this as we continue to print away. Hopefully next year we will be solving a little bit of that issue, at least putting a pin in it, right? Put a cork in it. Fear and greed index for stonks still sitting at 50. What? Everyone is on edge, as stock market is, of course, hitting all-time highs in the last few weeks and kind of just staving off from the very beginning of the year to now. Everyone's wondering what's going to happen with the labor market next year, like AI and robots, as I have been talking about for a while, is probably going to affect next year's economy a great deal if we start deporting a ton of workers. All right, crypto fear and greed index, of course, is the one we really want to look at. Here we are again, back in the 80s. Let's refresh this. So it's been a while since I set the stream up. Yep, looks like we're still in the 80s. Guys, we're back in the 80s. Again, if we push that 94 again like we did a few weeks ago, it's going to get pretty heated. You might want to start taking some of your, take some profits. Doesn't hurt to take some profits so to get a little heated. towards the end of the year. Are we going to get a sell-off? I don't know if we're really going to get a sell-off. I feel like tax loss harvesting isn't really a thing anymore. I think they created a regulation against that last year, I believe. Unless I am wrong, correct me in the chat. Of course, I'm talking about the United States. I was able to do it one more time last year, but I think that's been pretty much it again now. Can't do that no more. 107 basically for the Dixie. Holy crap. Dixie still kind of making its way up. It doesn't matter. We're still not really correlated to this asset anymore. We have the better money, guys. We have the better money. We don't need to worry about that no more. All right. Pengu. Look at. Oh wow, Pengu. Look at this. I wanted to get into Pengu a little bit. That was a little bit of hopium, but looks like Pengu or Pudgy Penguins has fallen. As they just released this token today. Yeah, I do have one. One of my friends bought me this little thing. Apparently, you get a little NFT. I think she found it at 5 and Below in the States. Pretty cute little thing, but oh my god, dude. Like, damn. It broke the top 100 and, yeah, has since fell quite a bit. Everything else on the day, kind of okay. On the week, everything's in the green. Look at this. Holy crap. Virtual's up 70% now. My God, that thing's running like crazy. I think it still fell like 15% today, almost about 10 or 11. But yeah, everything looking pretty good on the day. It's consolidating at the end of the evening, but everything's looking pretty good in my opinion. All right, Bitcoin dominance is what we're waiting for our altcoins to run, right? We need the non-securities, right? The non-security tokens to finally run. I can't even hold them all on the screen anymore. We're getting a little over diversified now in our portfolio, I feel. I can't even hold them all up. But yeah, Bitcoin market cap is falling. It's falling a little bit now from a top of, we hit a beginning almost near 60% dominance. It's still too damn high. We need this to be close to 50%. In my opinion, close to 50%. We know closest we got to that, since this run, since the Trump pump, right, has been 57. We really haven't fallen much from there. It just keeps running. So we may not get a true altcoin rally until the very beginning of next year. The beginning of first quarter of 2025. All right, top. My favorite, of course. My favorite metric, guys. My favorite metric we look at every single day. How many Bitcoin are left for 8 billion people? This is the rest of the bucket you have left to dig in. Imagine this, guys. It's just a bucket. You stick your hand in and you grab as much as you can. And the amount that's left in this bucket, right, is dwindling. It's dwindling away to basically nothing. As Michael Saylor just bought another 9,000 Bitcoin, 10,000, whatever the hell it is. It's a huge number every day or every week. And yeah, we just kind of dig deeper and deeper. There's only 2.24 million left on all exchanges. And I don't even know if this is counting what's settled with the ETFs, because the ETFs are in the United States settled on Coinbase. So I don't know if that's also taking into account that these are somewhat, available. I doubt it, but yeah, it's a takeaway, because you're looking at again all of the exchanges. Curious Coinbase Pro. It's been a while since we looked at Coinbase Pro by itself, though. Curious what is the largest holdings in America by Coinbase. One real quick second. Yeah, of course that's getting lower and lower than 800K. Last week I believe it was up to, it was a few weeks ago we were still at 800,000 Bitcoin. Back, the end of November. It was pretty much the end here in the United States for having near 1 million Bitcoin in Coinbase. All right, moving on. Top 10 cryptos in our space. Look at this, guys. Dogecoin sitting number 7. We're starting to see some of the other stable coins pull back a little bit. Of course, XRP had surpassed Tether. I think it was the beginning of last week or maybe the week prior. As of course, all the news and the hype around XRP right now, it's kind of well deserved. And then, we've got Cardano sitting at number 9 and Tron taking the number 10 slot. Still, I think that was their last week. Still Avalanche in the lead, only about $5 billion away. And honorable mention going out to Jasmine. Where the hell is it? Probably further down the totem pole now. A little bit. 2 points down at 64. All right. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. BitcoinTreasuries.net. How many is MicroStrategy up to now? 440,000 roughly. Getting closer to the half million mark. And iShares, iBit still chunking away at 542,000. That's ridiculous, guys. This is zero. This was zero back in January 15th, the day we launched this stream. It was zero, and now it's 500,000, man. Over 500,000. It's crazy, crazy. All right, let's get into the rainbow chart, and then we'll get into some news. What do we got right now? We're sitting at accumulation zones. It's the last little bit left, guys. We were literally on the edge of still cheap at 105.7. We just fell back down to 105. We started the stream. 106.39. So I got to refresh this real quick just to get back because we did pump a little bit since we started. We're still in the accumulation zone according to the Bitcoin rainbow chart, though. I'm not sure how, but yeah, 106.387. We still got to be between 121,000. Guys, we got a long way to go. We got a long way to go. We're still not cheap yet. We're still not even still cheap yet. All right, moving on. Top 10 assets in the world. Bitcoin still sitting above Saudi Aramco, right below Alphabet. Do we take Alphabet in the next few months? I would say maybe a month or two. I don't think it's going to take that long to break through 110K, sitting roughly there right now. Yeah, it's not going to take very long. We only need $0.3 trillion. Or, of course, Alphabet can fall off the map at the beginning of next year, and we'll just blow right on through, right? Blow right on through. Okay, let's get into some of the HOPIUM headlines. HOPIUM headlines. Let's get into this. Lightning Hour. Satoshi Action Fund reveals a potential executive order draft to establish a U.S. Bitcoin strategic reserve. Guys, I don't know if you've been sleeping under a rock. Jack Mallers did, of course, that legendary interview over the weekend where he had maybe spilled the beans on a potential Bitcoin strategic, executive order action being implemented on the day one of Trump's first day in office. I don't know if that's 100%. Obviously, it was kind of leaked a little bit by Jack Mallers, but a little bit more of a lead into that with this article. Dennis Porter, founder of Satoshi Action Fund, has unveiled a draft as an executive order crafted for the President Donald-elect Donald Trump to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve within the Exchange Stabilization Fund, ESF. Really, Exchange Stabilization Fund. Yes, the order allows for the initial allocation of up to 2% of the ESF's total portfolio value over an 18-month period. Furthermore, it would use Bitcoin in its U.S. government custody. God, can't speak tonight, guys. I'm losing my voice again. Jesus. Custody as the foundation for the reserve. The draft executive order sets out the roadmap for incorporating Bitcoin as an ESF, a fund, Jesus, like run-on sentences constantly, traditionally used to stabilize the U.S. dollar and respond to macroeconomic shocks. And of course, Bitcoin's going to be a big one, man. I don't think there's a bigger one than Bitcoin when it comes to the macro economy. It also outlines a framework for the integrating Bitcoin as foreign currency-like reserve asset while ending the auction of confiscated Bitcoin held by U.S. authorities. Oh, man. This basically, guys, you get the drill, right? You get the drill. We are going to basically start back in the U.S. dollar with Bitcoin. That's essentially what this is going to end up happening. There's no way around it. It's only going to prolong the dollar, maybe for our lifetime. We don't know how long we can prolong it. And that's kind of the idea, right? And I got more of this to cover towards the end, so I don't want to spend too much time on this one. Again, lightning round, HOPIUM, lightning round. All right, Ohio lawmaker, guys, another state. Lawmaker introduces Bitcoin reserve bill allowing states to buy, this state of Ohio to buy Bitcoin. Boss Haas in the chat. How's it going, boss? Yeah, it's going to take a really long time, of course, to debase the dollar or eliminate the dollar. I agree, but a slow decline indeed will be. It will be. So yeah, Ohio is, again, I'm going to make a map, guys. I swear. I'm going to make a note of that. I got to make a map. It's been on my list for a while. We are getting close to filling up the damn, at least the eastern, I would say Midwest to eastern United States, all pretty much going orange. I'm going to make this map. It's going to be great. Because, yeah, we've already covered Pennsylvania, Florida, Texas, Ohio, Arizona, Wyoming. Like, how many more states do we have to get, go orange, but until the rest of the world wakes up, the rest of the country wakes up. And, we just adopt it in a bigger way. And I think it's going to... Again, the states are trying to front-run the United States a little bit, and some countries as well, as we're going to get into at the end of the stream. Oh my god, dude. Focus and I were getting really excited on the last stream as Thailand popped up last time. Now there's more and more countries. I'm super excited for this. I don't want to spend too much time on this either. Of course, these are just being drawn up now and are probably only going to get passed, or, they just got filed now. And towards the beginning of next year, we'll see more news on this end. All right. Okay, let's keep going. BlackRock's IBIT becomes the decade's top ETF for inflows, basically surpassing all rivals, including gold. We completely blew gold out from the beginning of the gold ETFs, which launched back in 2004, I believe, right before, of course, the the great 2008 debacle. But yeah, BlackRock's Pocket Bitcoin ETF traded fund has become the most successful ETF to launch in 10 years, following 418 million in net inflows registered on December 16th. Yada yada. Nate Garassi, CEO of ETF Store, highlighted the IBIT had beaten approximately 2,850 ETFs. And it says, in other words, Bitcoin has more lifetime inflows in less than a year. Freaking 11 months, guys, than any ETF launched since 2014. That's just 11 months. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I've reiterated that we've started this stream back in the day of the launch of the ETFs in January 15th. Since we started covering all this on the show. 11 months, guys. It's been a long year. All right, so that's what's going on, of course, with the ETFs. This one I thought was a little bit of interesting, related to my stream, of course. Ethereum game Kydro, or also Anime, is launching a Ronin token this week. Anime? The makers of the anime-inspired role-playing game Kydro Clan Battles announced that they will launch a token on Ethereum sidechain network Ronin this week, with 35% of the supply allocated to community rewards. It opens doors to play to airdrop campaigns and other engagement rewards. We're getting more and more games going play to earn, right? Play to earn, like Off the Grid. I love Off the Grid. I play that damn game all week. I'm almost done with the the battle pass or whatever. It's a great game, but more and more of these games are going to get adopted and turned into having these NFT based rewards and smart contracts built in. Maybe going for I love talking about this because everyone's got our NFTs so discombobulated with their beliefs and it's still a JPEG. It's still a JPEG. Oh my God, no! It's so much bigger than that, and we're going to see more and more of this. Am I excited for Kydro? No, Kydro, no. I'm not really excited for KDR. I'm excited for the prospect it brings to maybe some bigger titles in the future. Like, my God, just create a Gundam-based NFT or a Pokemon. I still think Pokemon's the best. And oh my God, it's been like 4 years. But 4 years ago, Reggie Fils-Aimé, America's, or the old American Nintendo CEO, had come out and said, I have to pull out the article at some point to review it. I bring it up a lot, but he said that Pokemon would be the best NFT based crypto project, period. I mean, you couldn't fake Pokemon anymore. That's number one. And people don't even need to know they're using it. The normies aren't going to know. They're using blockchain or crypto or anything. I talk to people off the grid all the time. You have no clue that you're minting NFTs. It literally tells you in the game how many items are minted. They have no clue, and the fees and everything. Like, they have no clue what they're doing. They're just playing a game. They don't care about the underlying technology. They're just playing the game. All right, so I wanted to play a little spin on this. This article also covered too, of course, because I pre-read the article, that they are going to have also an ability to have users or players have the opportunity to. It's said in here somewhere to basically. There it is. As well as the possibility to be a voice actor for the show. within the game will also include exclusive in-game items, of course, unlockable in-game items. So fans purchase merchandise and allow them to earn upcoming play to airdrop campaigns. Jeez, play to airdrop now campaigns. So big stuff happening all around for our space. I'm super excited for the gaming elements to be rolling out. All right. What else we got? Next, U.S. Senate banking chair calls crypto next wonder of the world. Before I dive into this article, I want to, of course, catch up with the chat. The British pound is used to be on top, and it's not like the economy imploded with the dollar became number one. They have always been a major player, according to Boss Haas. And I think I mean we've seen that kind of the pound kind of fall though over the recent years. Look at the yen too. Oh my God, I almost went to Japan this August when the yen basically was buy one get one half off per yen against the U.S. dollar. Disclosure Crypto says Otaku anything on Gari Network. Disclosure Crypto, of course, shilling Gari Network again on the stream. That's, of course, the YouTube-based Web3 solution, right? No, I haven't heard nothing really about Gari in a while. Anyway, the next U.S. Senate banking chair calls crypto next wonder of the world. Senator Tim Scott has said the Senate will tackle crypto bills, and the upcoming chair of House Finances Committee said that he hopes to pass in 2025. Guys, next year is going to be insane. We've seen so many bills get basically on hold, in a struggle, a power struggle, and all that sort of BS this year, like with the FIT 21 bill, the SAB 21 bill. Then we had the banking act, I think it was SAB 21, that basically Biden's campaign, or his cabinet, Biden's cabinet had vetoed in Congress. We were here, we covered it live when they brought out the bill and they brought out the envelope or whatever, and they were like, Biden has vetoed this. And the House, Speaker is just like, well, you keep doing this. You have special interests in why are you doing that? Well, we want to make sure that BNY Mellon has the first say in of course banking regulations on crypto assets. It's ridiculous, guys. This is not fair. This is not a fair system. It's not. Anyway, so hopefully next year we will get that, according to Senator Tim Scott, who will take over the U.S. Banking Committee. The crypto industry has got a promise for action on Tuesday. The Republican U.S. lawmakers who will have the authority to move digital assets legislation, with key members of the Senate and House representatives saying the sector will finally get what it's awaited for years. I'm super excited. Next year we're going to finally see some serious shit, right? And you guys better be packed up, because you can't go back in time and buy no more, right? You better be packed with your bags, your diamond hole hands until the end, until your exit strategy presents itself, and you can sail off into the sunset, and we will buy another bear market up like we did last 4 years. All right. Pudgy Penguins, here we go. They launched the Pengu on Solana with multi-chain plans ahead. As I already showed my cute little Pudgy my friend got me. It comes with an NFT. Yeah. But anyway, Pudgy Penguins will launch Pengu on Solana with multi-chain plans ahead. As this already fell almost 60% on the day. I don't think I really need to say much on that today, other than they had a huge airdrop and people sold it, right? The tokens have sold. Nothing new to see there. It's been a while since we had a big airdrop, though. President Biden proposes a ban on congressional stock trading. This is, I thought, was finally, we're getting a little bit of a positive, regulation, or maybe just a proposal before Biden gets out. It's been a very, very gloom year. Nothing really significant has happened or passed with Biden's cabinet this year. But it says that, we want to stop, as we just covered that Nancy Pelosi interview, where she's just like, no, I think it's fine. I think every American's allowed to, just to have stock trading, and long as it's reported. Yeah, of course, when your bags are bigger than anyone else's, and you only make $100,000 a year, and you're worth 100 million or more. God, it's just disgusting. So I thought this was again more hopium to throw on the fire. It's been a while since we set a fire too. I guess we can tease Benny today. Since Benny, oh no, Benny can't talk no more. But I didn't finish this one off. I could finish this one off. I'll maybe singe it a little bit. Get some of that hopium burning. Yeah, into the new year. There we go, Benny. We'll finish him off later. President Biden is largely not commenting on legislation aimed at stopping members of Congress from holding on to stock trading during, of course, their when they're holding the seats. Proposed laws have received bipartisan support in previous sessions of Congress. And I mean, I feel like obviously he's not really doing anything big. We've had, of course, people talking about him basically being dead, as he also disappeared at the beginning of this year, right? It's just happening because, of course, the Dems are getting a lot of bad rep here towards the end of the year, and hopefully they don't sell off our Bitcoin. That's all I got to say before the end of the year, as they moved that a few weeks ago. We covered. Anyway, so what else we got? Ethereum price eyes new all-time highs. Again, what will 15 be the top? You guys think Ethereum is going to hit 15,000 and that's going to be it? I think it really depends. I mean, Ethereum's been really lackluster. My bags have been sitting. I'm glad I don't have as much as some of my other bags, but my God, if I would have just threw that into Solana or literally anything, just Bitcoin, I mean, it would have outperformed. But yeah, what can I say? I have a very diverse portfolio. So yeah, do you guys think it's? I don't know. I mean, whatever they say here is not really going to matter. But yeah, the decreasing ETH supply, of course, if they're burning and everything else. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Of course, infinite, right? We have an infinite amount of. That's not blood, guys. That's I'm not throwing up gang signs. That's infinite. But yeah, we have an infinite amount of ETH. Even with the burning mechanic, it's still infinite. You don't have a set supply. Since we went to we went from proof of work to proof of stake. It's not been my favorite coin to hold. And the staking rewards aren't that great. They aren't that great. While it's holding between 10 ETH and 100,000 ETH, our historic low of 33.35%. The wallets holding less than 100 ETH have a supply ratio of 9%. My God. So this literally is the coin for the rich, right? The institutions and the like. Hitting a near 4-year low. Because no one can afford it, man. I stopped messing around on the damn chain a couple years ago. I used to move coins all around the first 2 years I was in crypto, but not anymore, man. It's not a fun coin ecosystem to be in. Layer 2s, though, I do like Polygon. I do like some of the layer 2s, but it's just not the coin for me. I'm not super bullish on it, but again, I do hold it. So I want to be very clear. All right, so Trump meets with Crypto.com CEO as firm drops SEC lawsuit. Again, more hopium as Crypto.com's CEO is now basically like buddy with Trump. If you guys haven't caught that, I think I have a clip later we can go over. There he is right there. All right. Amazon shareholders again push for Bitcoin in treasury. Again, I'm just constantly going to remind you guys that this narrative is a little further down the road. We do have a few more months till they vote on this. I just want to keep it live with everyone's mind, right? I don't want to spend too much time on it. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, moving on. Ripple stablecoin, Real USD, of course, launches today. Big move, of course, with and everyone's super excited. Although I'm still not 100% sure how this is working. I've got a large moon bag of XRP from back in the day. I just don't know what the hell they're doing with their stablecoin, and they've already changed the name of Ripple XRP to Ripple USD on Coinbase. So I'm like, what is going on here? So there's a little bit of a confusion on this project. If you guys know, please let me know in the chat. I'm going to catch up on that real quick while I'm talking about you. But yeah, the Focus One says Nancy Pelosi is the greatest trader of all time. That's right, on the backs of all are Americans. That's great. That she's made a killing, man. Pfizer and everything else. It's just stupid. Anyway, Ripple Chief Technology Officer David Schwartz says investors should not hope for gains on stablecoins, right? As his firm prepares to launch a new dollar-pegged crypto asset. In a new post on social media platform X, says Ripple Real USD, RLUSD, may experience supply shortages in the early days as debut, given the pre-market demand for the stablecoin. I still don't understand the hype around this project. Originally, it was a banking token, right? That was the narrative back in 2020, 2021, that it was going to go to $1 million, it was going to go $100, it was going to go to $500. That was like the glory number, right? And then crazy 50 grand or some crazy number, basically settling large amounts of payments across the world network. Again, cross-border payments, hence the X. We've kind of got mixed. I mean, we've got a huge following for XRP. I've got a huge bag of XRP, and I just don't know. I just don't understand the hype currently. Anyway, if you guys know, please let me know in the chat what you feel of XRP. But yeah, if you want to spend a lot of money to get a tiny bit of real USB before anyone else does, you can. But please don't expect the price to stay over $1 once things stabilize, which I expect they will do very quickly. XRP ETF next year will skyrocket that price, according to the focused one. I will believe when I see it, but I've got a big bag I'm never gonna touch, so we'll see. We'll see. Short-term changes in price due to shortages or supply and demand are certainly possible, especially around launch, but they shouldn't remain for long as arbitrageurs rapidly fix the market. Please don't FOMO into this stablecoin. It's not an opportunity to get rich, according to David Schwartz. Ripple is set to launch Real USD on Tuesday, of course, today, after final approval from the New York Department of Financial Services, New York DFS this week. And again, I just want to quickly, I'm going to check coin market cap, but I know it's already, they already changed the name of this on Coinbase to reflect Real USD, which is weird because you're sitting there looking at a $2.50 stablecoin. I'm just like, what? So I'm not quite sure what the hell's going on. Just don't mess with my bags. That's all I gotta say. Just don't mess with my bags. All right. And then of course the last one I got before we get into the recap, the HOPIUM recap. Wave of new crypto ETFs are now coming in 2025, according to Bloomberg analyst Eric Belchunas. We've been talking about him all year with the Solana ETFs, right? The Litecoin ETFs, HBAR ETFs, XRP ETFs. I mean, and then of course you're going to get a combination of each. I'm still thinking that we're going to get meme coin ETFs next year. It's going to be a crazy year for the exchange traded products division. Solana findings were recently rejected. Of course, we covered that a few months ago. And both Solana and XRP ETFs will have to wait until the new SEC administration takes control before being seriously considered. Even then, complex legal issues around these tokens and other relating to the status of securities may need to be resolved. Litecoin, on the other hand, as a fork of Bitcoin, it may be viewed as the SEC as a commodity. The SEC isn't calling Litecoin HBAR a security anywhere. And I guess that's going to roll into, of course, Bitcoin Cash and all the other Dino coins that are just forks of Bitcoin in the past. You guys, let me know if you're in the chat. If you guys are still bullish on Litecoin. My God, I haven't held any Litecoin in like 3 or 4 years. Definitely, it's not my coin of choice, but you know what? It's still going up, right? We watched it go from $30 to 100 again, back up to 100. It had its halving this year as well, before Bitcoin did. It wasn't very great of a halving, but nonetheless, Litecoin is back and it's moving. All right. Let's get into it. The HOPIUM hour. The rest of the HOPIUM hour. Let's freaking go. This is all my cherry pick stuff for the week. Look at this. Bitcoin by bit. This is, of course, BlackRock showing you their new video relating to Bitcoin and basically
around 100,000 years ago.
Money. And why you should own Bitcoin. Again, it's another inspirational, educational video for its new hopeful investors. Check it out if you guys want. I don't want to spend too much time on it. But yeah, just a quick little, basically just silhouette slideshow. All right, moving on. This is me today while I was at work, snapshotting the brand new all-time high for Bitcoin, which was hit 108 here 10 hours ago. Pretty amazing time to be alive, guys. New video of crazy lights over New Jersey. Here we go again with the drones.
Bro, watch out.
Question mark? As they flew on by. Look at that. Bam! Crazy phenomenon. Looks like lasers being shot from Star Wars. I get a chance though. I will roll that into, of course, our dystopian future, where you guys need to forget. Don't forget, it's coming. AI and drones are coming to take your jobs. Don't you forget, if you're a driver, a telemarketer, a lawyer, an accountant, a data entry clerk, a writer, a journalist, a bookkeeper, a receptionist, a bank teller, a travel agent, a factory worker, a customer service representative of all shapes and sizes. Don't you forget, every single kind, dude. It's all going to be replaced in like 3 years flat. All of it. Fast food workers will be the first on the chopping block, of course. Like myself, I'm McDonald's. Yes. Yes. Don't you forget, guys. It's coming. It's coming. AI, Web3, Industrial Revolution, the advancement of the human age is here, and yeah, we're only a blip away from the dystopian future, where of course your friends or family will also be replaced. As well, because AI, guys, people are talking AI. I wonder if I can find that clip real quick to segue back into. But basically, I think it was Mark. No, it wasn't Mark Yusko. It was Rob Paul. Rob Paul was also in one of his podcasts talking about how, these kids now from the COVID era, right? The China virus era, beer crisis era, we're now just finding safe haven with AI and becoming friends with AI, and they're like, they're telling people that. Or interacting with each other, that they're starting to have feelings for AI, and the whole world is getting kind of kooky. But this is the world we live in, man. This is the world we live in. We got drones flying around. We got lasers and crazy lights. We don't know what the hell is happening. And the sheep are just there. They're just there. Yeah. When people without Bitcoin storing their money in savings accounts are only yielding 1% pre-inflation. Yikes. They are negative 10, 12, 15% by the end of the year. Sorry, little sheep. Anyway, this is the normies. Breaking European MP goes pro-Bitcoin. Speech in European Parliament calling for a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Just keep going, man.
Une plus-value de 100%. Des centaines de millions de dollars disponibles pour son peuple.
We just keep the snowball rolling. That's what we do up in here. All right, Poland prepares school children for war. Guys, the dystopian future is getting more and more grim by the day. They're happy, man.
First maths, then history, and finally shooting.
It's crazy stuff, guys. Poland has become the first EU country to introduce mandatory shooting classes for elementary students. This is crazy stuff, man. I can't imagine holding a freaking gun when I was a kid, that young. But each their own. Some parents do get their kids started early. A hypothetical U.S. Bitcoin reserve could cover 44% of the national debt by 2050. This is, again, people are trying to debunk that having a strategic reserve is going to even help our deficit, which is absolutely just dumbfounded. Like, how would it not help? If you understand the fundamentals of Bitcoin, of course, it would help to some extent, right? But you can't, it's a ton of money, man. $36 trillion. There are other ways to get this to, again, snowball faster. But, according to the Cointelegraph, it could cover 44% of the national debt by 2050 if Bitcoin compounds at a 25% annual rate, and $1 million Bitcoin is acquired over 5 years, starting at $250,000. So yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. We're slowly, inevitably going to get off the dollar and eventually get to a Bitcoin or like standard. The normies might never totally get there. You never know. And of course, we got Germany after they stole the Bitcoin away from their people. I'm sure they had a forced mandate to sell it, as we covered that months and months and months ago. Yeah, we had this. This is all in German, so I don't want to bore you. But yeah, they do say specifically Bitcoin in crypto. Die Crypto.
Und dass die USA die Vorteile, die wir auch haben könnten bei
Bitcoin, crypto, yeah, I understood that. So yeah, they are criticizing their government. Why you sell it off? Why could you not create new legislation to keep it on the balance sheet? Anyway, so there's Germany. They're noticing their failure. It just keeps going. It keeps getting better and better every single day. You cannot stop the HOPIUM. It's real. I never thought we'd be having these conversations this year. I thought this was going to be like another cycle. But here we are, 2020. No one could have predicted we were going to have a Bitcoin president other than RFK. If we would have got RFK before Trump, you got Larry Fink on his shoulder. That's my take on it. Quickly back into the chat. Focus One says, I'm hoping to get a hot alien wife one day. yeah, maybe. I mean, all you have to do is go to Thailand, right? You just go to Thailand with me, or Czech Republic, and then the UAE. Everyone now is having pro Bitcoin. I didn't even get to Thailand yet. That's coming up here as we stroll down in my HOPIUM hour. Yeah, the normies will get it when Bitcoin hits 1 million, and it'll be too late. Yeah, I'm sorry, it'll be too late. I shared this one with my uncle because he's a huge Halloween fan. But I do not think he understands the reference, even though I sent him the entire thing. I hope he did. I hope he got the memo. That's of course when Bitcoin was breaking new all-time highs throughout the entire weekend and the week. Yeah, so take this and let me teach you the way of Bitcoin. All right. What else we got? Oh yeah, I sent this to my dad because I felt bad. I felt bad for myself, right? And I sent this to him. Come on, father, join me, as a way to join me. And then, no, he's just like bummer. He said bummer. When you're the only person you know that's into Bitcoin, yeah. Thumbs up to you guys. At least I know you Focused, and you Boss Ross, and you Corey. Yeah, I mean, you guys are into crypto. I'm super happy to share this space with you, and hopefully one day meet you Focused in person as we go and explore the world after this chapter. 108 is the next dictum as we took it today. This was yesterday. And then we got Asia's ready as the former Prime Minister of Thailand, right? Thailand. Is going to, he says that Bitcoin is going to 850,000. It's a crazy freaking target. But I'm telling you guys, Samson Mao, we covered him all throughout the year, but in the last interview we had, we covered, he's basically like talking to all these countries and all the prime ministers and all the presidents and world leaders. And he would not tell us specifically which ones are coming for sure, right? But he hinted at a bunch of them. And Argentina, of course, was one of them. Trump to make Bitcoin Day one executive order as slipped by.
Gold.
Jack Mallers, you haven't caught this one yet?
Bitcoin position with that. And it's 1 million Bitcoin is the target. I also know Trump is looking at a day one executive order.
Sorry. Day one executive order for a Bitcoin reserve for the United States?
Yeah, but so I know that there's people looking at the Dollar Stabilization Act. It gives the president wide discrepancy to protect the dollar, and there's potential to use a day one executive order to purchase Bitcoin. It wouldn't be at the size and scale of 1 million coins, but it would be a significant position, and it'd be a message that the United States...
Yeah. So right out the gate, we could have something like maybe 100K, maybe 200K to add on to our existing. Hopefully it's still there when he takes office. We will see. Yeah, so this is, of course, reiterating that Thailand is now studying the potential of Bitcoin as legal tender. And then, yeah, when Bitcoin hit 103, oh, my God. I don't want to break you guys' eardrums, but yeah, it was great. It was a good time. It was a good time. Tons of HOPIUM. This is the excellent place to be at. Parties every night. It was great. I lost internet over the weekend, which was great. It was fun. But I get... oh, yeah, and then this one reeked his ugly head again. And also, you haven't seen this since the beginning of the year when Larry Fink came on board and said that, yeah, Bitcoin is
the
in
role
it?
of crypto, it's digitalizing gold in many ways. Instead of investing in gold as a hedge against inflation or the devaluation of your currency, whatever country you're in, Bitcoin is an international asset. It's not based on any one currency. And so it can represent a...
Yeah, and we keep doing it again and again and again, these interviews. And it gets oh yeah, this was great too. If you didn't catch this one,
I got
Bitcoin, my friend.
Gonna make a lot of fucking money and all it's gonna take is a little more time for people to see the genius made by Satoshi. It's digital gold taking over the world. And Nakamoto might be a boy or a girl. You want a smile on your face and a buzz in your groin.
It just keeps getting nuttier and nuttier. Oh yeah, and this crazy
by
shit.
these Bitcoin miners, which are powered by literal cow poop. Check this shit out.
Cow shit. What? What am I watching?
Beef is great, but it's a complicated process to actually get it on your plate. Like all animals, cows have to eat and poop.
Yeah, and we keep talking about, what was it? What was the narrative last few years? Bitcoin's not green? Can't get more green than brown, right? Am I right? Oh my god. Oh jeez. Anyway, yeah, and then we've got what was this one here? Elon Musk shared this. Was pretty interesting.
We talked to them about this, and the meetings were absolutely horrifying. And we came out and we had to endorse Trump.
What did you hear in those meetings?
AI is a technology basically that the government is going to completely control. This is not going to be a startup thing. They actually said flat out to us, don't do AI startups. Like don't fund AI startups. It's not something that we're going to allow to happen. They're not going to be allowed to exist. There's no point. They basically said AI is going to be a game of 2 or 3 big companies working closely with the government, and we're going to basically wrap them in a, I'm paraphrasing, but we're going to basically wrap them in a government cocoon.
Yeah, so they're going to basically withhold AI. Technically, I don't know how they're going to do that. The genie's out of the bottle. It's already open source. Good luck, I guess. But that's the narrative that's going to be the next PSYOP to watch out for. Of course, affecting the emerging markets. And then, yeah, Germany, of course, looking at this Bitcoin as it hits 110K. Yeah, they're definitely regretting it. As I just talked about, they're yelling up a storm in the oh boy. And then Trump, yeah, Trump's talking about the mystery on the drones.
The government knows what.
He did speak on them a little bit.
Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went.
Yeah, and the drones won't stop, man. They won't stop. And there's more and more and more hopium. More and more hopium. And then we had Michael Saylor come out. Michael Saylor come out and did this.
I think he is. And, if you think about the Louisiana Purchase, California, and Alaska, we paid $40 million to buy 75% of the United States. Nobody remembers the $40 million. But if you know where the money's going, you should buy the property, buy the future. And in this case, the Lummis plan calls for 1 million Bitcoin acquisition. That's worth $16 trillion to the country. RFK proposed 4 million Bitcoin that would be worth about $56 trillion. There's room for Trump to go beyond that, even $81 trillion in gains. And that's against $36 trillion in the U.S. national debt. So all the capital outside the U.S. and all of the antiquated 20th century capital is going to flow into digital assets. It's going to flow into the Bitcoin network. And the logical thing...
And all of it steamrolls our deficit, right? We can steamroll all this into the deficit. It's like basically using the entire world's economy to, again, prop up the American dollar a little while, at least for the our lifetime, right? So again, he's just kind of schooling everyone constantly on CNBC and Fox News throughout the week. He's had a few of these interviews. And then, yeah, I wanted to remind you guys, you didn't just get lucky. This has taken a lot of time. A lot of time. I do at least 8 hours of research a freaking day. I have my earbud in at work. I'm constantly listening to the news. I'm constantly consuming information. I mean, I've lost friends over this. I've lost sleep over this. Years of my life. But you know what? It's gonna be worth it in the end. It's gonna be worth it in the end. And I can tell you, it's already worth it. I'm already I've already 4x my net worth in 4 years. So I've already, I mean, every year I'm in, it's definitely paying off. Definitely paying off. And then, Bitcoin hit 100K, 6K. So you got to listen to Sailor. You got to listen to Sailor.
Crypto asset. There's a crypto asset.
Are you listening to Sailor?
Right? Bitcoin is the best crypto asset. What's the
of course,
second part?
listening to that legendary YouTube video from back in the day. Pump it up, man. You gotta pump it up. Pump it up. And then, I love this one too. Michael Saylor commenting when he was told that his strategy is basically a Ponzi scheme. I thought this was great.
It's a Ponzi scheme
great rebuttal.
because every time Bitcoin goes up, you issue more equity and debt to buy more Bitcoin. It just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah, just like developers in Manhattan, every time Manhattan real estate goes up in value, they issue more debt to develop more real estate. That's why your buildings are so tall in New York City. It's been going on for 350 years. I would call it an economy.
Thug life. Jesus. And this was great too. I love when this one resurfaces every time. We're gonna get there, guys. We're gonna get there. I love that one. It's just so manic. Oh, great. Oh man. I think that's the majority of the HOPIUM I've got. We had I love this one. I shared this one.
Right now, people still view Bitcoin as an investment asset. It's a future of money, so it should be used as a utility. Later on, we shouldn't be calling Bitcoin. It's just money. We're now seeing nation states accumulating Bitcoin and strategic reserves, and that will increase the price further potentially. I think really there's no limit really, so it's very hard to put a precise number. Today we're around 5 to 10% adoption. In a few years we will reach more mainstream adoption, where we'll reach 50-70% of population. It will take a few generations to reach 100% adoption. Bitcoin can do a lot more that gold couldn't do. It's easier to carry, it's easier to spend, it's easier to use. So there's a lot of things that crypto can do that gold cannot do. So Bitcoin can be way larger. This is the future money. If you don't want it, then you're gonna be poor in the.
If you don't want it, you're going to be poor in the future, says CZ. Out of jail, man. Out of jail. Free man. Free man. Oh, all right. And there's so much, guys. There's so much that I just can't stop sharing the HOPIUM on X. Focus one. Oh, my God. You blown up the chat. Normies will get it when Bitcoin hits 1 million. For sure, BS. They can't control AI. They really can't. All you got to do is hodl. Hodl be thy name. And you win. And as Sailor has said, man, I love quoting Sailor. With Bitcoin, everyone wins. Everyone. All right. That's what's going on. And of course, everyone's sharing the HOPIUM around XRP today. Anything else going on with X? Pudgy penguins and Bitcoin and yada yada. Everyone's all for the hype. And quick little check in on Bitcoin on Google. Arnold Schwarzenegger, what the hell? The Normies Bluey movie? What the heck? Kris Jenner, what? Jackie Chan? Got some weird people in the headlines on Google searches today. Spark or Sierra Pokemon Go? What the hell? Must be new Pokemon dropping. Nothing in the top 20 searches for Bitcoin. And Bitcoin searches coming down a little bit. We did have a bit of pump before the holidays in November, and that was it. That was pretty much it. The Thanksgiving pump or interest searching on Google in the last 7 days. This is where we're at. Basically flatlining. Yeah, we're flatlining. Come on, guys. You're going to be left behind. What did CZ just say? You don't have it. You don't want Bitcoin. You're going to be poor. Yeah, you're going to be poor. Looks like we are getting back to the chart, breaking down underneath the parallel channel we just drove up. So we are breaking down now, breaking out of this pattern. So we'll see where we head next. Right now, if we can hold this level, this will be the next target. 104.5-ish, I'd say, maybe a little higher. as it's already kind of retesting this. Oh, there's more support here at 104.5. So we can see if we can get here, bounce back around, hold that level, bounce back up, back into the channel, and continue onward. Or are we gonna have a pullback? I mean, we are overextended. Look at this, guys. This is sick. I mean, come on. This is so sick. But you know what? We cannot stop. We got people FOMOing in. We got nation states FOMOing in. Governments, institutions, companies. The normies don't even know what the hell is going on yet. Christmas is right around the corner. Hopefully you get more people talking and bigger gatherings will occur. I will be, of course, talking a little bit about it. I try not to preach. I just want to help point my family and my friends in the right direction. That's all I can do. I have given up trying to save everyone. It's not possible anymore, man. It's not possible. People won't listen, man. People won't listen. It's tough. It's tough to lead the horse to water, and it won't drink. It won't drink. So yeah, that's what we're looking at right now in the short term. Looks like the wick's already getting kind of bought up from the breakdown we were having. This is the 30-minute chart, 15-minute chart. Looks like in the last half hour, it's pretty much just coming down. So yeah, I'd say that we haven't really invalidated this too much yet. We fall back down, of course, to the 104.5. That basically will give us a little bit more confidence that we will be breaking down maybe a little further to retest beyond that 103. I just don't see us falling down below 100K by the end of the year. We're just going to keep steamrolling this onward, in my opinion. I don't really see any bearish divergence either. Like, other than, yeah, we're just overextended. Like, this is just, if you were to look at this chart on any other U.S. stock traded fund, you'd be like, or security, you'd be like, yeah, this is going to fall back. It's going to have a big pullback because it's just ran for too long. But it's Bitcoin. It's different. It's a different asset for a different world. All right, guys. So that is pretty much all I got on the stream tonight. I wanted to give you thanks, you guys. 164 subs. I'm already over all the live streams I did. I'm a very humble guy. That was kind of my target, is to always like kind of stay above my live streams. If I could just convince one more person that Crypto Otaku is the one to watch to get the crypto chaos and the news, then yeah, it's a good day. And again, meeting more people. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to shill. Like, I mean, I love shilling my coins. Don't get me wrong. My bags are awesome. Your bags are awesome too, I'm sure. But my entire goal is to meet new people in our space. That's it. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. Maybe have a little bit of a video journal kind of, if you will. But yeah, man, I'm here. It's fun. It's a great space. And we're going to keep cranking away. I got big things happening next year. I'm finalizing my video game sale tomorrow. Hopefully it will be done. I'm going to be looking at selling my house, maybe picking up an apartment somewhere short term. And then next year, it's sky's the limit. We're going to travel. We're going to do crazy stuff. Maybe do Otaku visits the world or something. Just take my mask and a backpack and go. Who knows? It's going to be a crazy, crazy year next year. Hope you guys are ready. Guys, I say it all the time. Get your bags packed tomorrow. Hopefully I will be on talking about the future allocation. Some other assets I'm looking at moving or maybe allocating into. I've got, again, some of my favorite top 10 picks that still have a potential 10x. Again, getting fewer and fewer in between. So look out tomorrow as we do a little quick review. And I'd like to get your opinion on it as well. So have a great night. This is the Crypto Otaku signing off. Thanks again for coming out. Later. Peace.
Insufficient. We can make the dollar the most attractive currency by continuing to have the rule of law. You always print money to do that. I suppose it would diminish our status as the reserve currency. Just shut up. There's no expectation of privacy above me in the sky.
So Bitcoin is the solution because you can buy Bitcoin right.
Ooh, another Benny bites the dust. Later, guys.
Bet.